If you want to improve on your Madden 25 defense instantly, then you are in the right place. In today's Madden 25 defensive tip video, I break down run defense, pass defense, red zone defense, when to call man defense, how to blitz and when to blitz, how to use her and the proper way to get turnovers, how to stop mobile quarterbacks, those Lamar Jacksons. I promise you, if you watch this video, your defense in Madden 25 will improve instantly. If you are new to my channel and like Madden 25 defensive tip videos like this, subscribe, like the video, and turn notifications on so you will not miss any new uploads. Also, leave a comment on the video. This really helps get my content out to more people on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's get back to the video. First tip, we'll go over coaches' adjustments and how I like to set up my coaches' adjustments based on situations. Now, for coaches' adjustments, auto flip, defensive play call, I leave that off. I play a lot of zone defense. But if you're playing a lot of man defense or different things, you might want to put this on. If you have an opponent you're playing against where they come out in a lot of not basic setup formations, like they might have a trips or a bunch, you want to make sure your defense is aligned up to best situate that defensive formation against the offense. So if you're going to be playing not what I play, you're going to be playing any type of man defense or any type of zones where you want your cornerbacks and stuff to be lined up over wide receivers, if they're in a bunch or anything, you want to leave this to auto flip on. Okay, now auto alignment, I play a lot of zones, so I always put it on base. If you play a lot of man, make sure this is set to man or default. Okay, cornerback matchups, I do not touch this. Option defense, I always put this on conservative. I play the running back if they do run the option. This also does help when you QB contain. We'll get into that later in the video. Strip ball and tackling, I do not touch these unless at the end of the game, in the fourth quarter, I am down, or in the third quarter, I am down and I need to force a turnover. I'll cut these on aggressive. I'm already down, so it doesn't matter about penalties. I just want to get the ball back. Cut these on aggressive only late in the game. Don't have these on at the beginning of the game. You'll get penalties. You don't want that. Zone drops, flat, curl flats, and hooks. I'll show you later in this video on how I use these. I don't use these at the beginning of a game unless I know my opponent is doing certain things. If he's doing certain things, then I'll adjust my zone drops based on what my opponent is doing. But I always adjust my zone drops when I get in the red zone. We'll get into that later, guys. Let's go on to the next tip. For the next tip, we'll go over certain defenses. Cover 4, cover 3, cover 2, and then we'll also talk about man defense. For people who follow my channel, longtime subscribers, shout out to you guys. You know I love cover 4 defense. Cover 4 defense to me in Madden over the past years has been the best defense. I do get out of cover 4 defense and run certain defenses based on certain situations. In the red zone, sometimes I want to cover 2, but I can show you how to use any defense and create a decent red zone defense, okay? Now, cover 4, I like to use cover 4 match defense this year. I'm running a lot of the cover 4 quarters out of the 3-4 odd. This play right here, I run it a lot. As you see, I've ran it 2,719 times. They average 9.7 yards, okay? I do also run the dime 236 Sam cover 4 drop right here. It's not a match defense, but it is still a great defense. I really like using defenses, be it cover 3, cover 1 man, cover 2 man. I like using defenses with a blitzing person. I'll use the person that is blitzing. I'll either help on run support that way, or when they do pass the ball, I don't have an assignment to do. I just got to get to the quarterback. So if I go out there in coverage, I have another person in coverage, which the defense is not expecting to have that. So it's like you're doubling up on coverage. Okay. If you were to run a cover 3, my cover 3 lovers out here, I would utilize a match cover 3, and I would utilize a cover 3 where one of your safeties are in a hook zone or a curl flat. For instance, cover 3 buzz match, great defense because that free safety is in a hook zone. Okay. Also, we have other cover 3s here. We have this cover 3 sky. The strong safety is in a curl flat. Okay. This cover 3 buzz match weak, great defense. Strong safety in a hook zone. Okay. Those are the types of defense I'll use if I'm picking a cover 3. If I'm running a cover 2 man, I don't really run a lot of the cover 2 man. I play with the Bears a lot. Their cornerbacks and their slot cornerbacks are not that good, so I don't like man defense with the Bears. If you're playing with a team with really good cornerbacks, cover 2 man is pretty good for you. If you did pick a cover 2 man, I would pick the regular cover 2 man defenses with those deep 2 blue safeties. Okay, this is a really good defense when you're running or playing a guy against that's running a lot of RPOs. I like to use cover 2 man if I have trouble stopping an RPO. It's also great defense if your person is running a lot of screen passes. Okay, that running back is covered, and by the time he gets the ball, usually you can pick it off or just smack him in his face right after he gets the ball. So this is the type of defense I run when I want to utilize stopping RPOs, stopping screen passes, or if they're in a 2 or less wide receiver set. Being that I play with the Bears, this is the best defense I would like to use. I do like to use on the goal line this OLB Fireman 4-3 over. It is a really good defense. I'll go over that later in the video, guys. Let's get into how I use cover 4 to stop the run and the pass. Hey, this is the cover 4 breakdown on run defense, guys. I'm just going to let this play go, and I want you to pay attention to the safeties. I want you to pay attention to the first thing they do is they step forward, okay? That is very, very big when you are playing run defense, okay? Also, if you press with that step forward, they'll usually be in on the play if it's a run. Right there, we had the strong safety come in on the play. His first initial step is forward, guys. You want to pick a defense when your opponent is running. You want to pick a defense where you have that extra quality in there. Those guys are stepping forward. Both of those guys are stepping forward into the box. Right there. That safety was able to make that play and get a minimal gain. Okay? So for the run defensive setup out of this defense, if you're having trouble stopping the run, this setup will guarantee your opponent will not run on your line. You're going to press your defense. You're going to play underneath, QB contain. I use this guy. I usually put him in the middle over the center, and I'll shoot that gap to the right. I'll shoot this gap right here and get over here and help out with run support. Okay? No matter what it's doing, I press, QB contain, play underneath, get this guy right over that center, shoot the gap, and get back there and help. Sometimes you get blocked, but if you pay attention to your run fit, you'll be fine. You will be fine. You will be fine. Don't hold turbo. Just shoot your gap. Just shoot your gap. Shoot your gap. Just don't hold turbo. If you hold turbo, those guys, those linemen, they block better. Stuff just starts to all mess up. See right there? Just pay attention to your run fit. Even though we're not part of that play, we're still back there taking up a blocker and letting the other guys come and get open. The ball is not even going to our side. It's a counter. We took out 87. That safety is stepping forward first. He's able to come in and make that play. He's able to make that play. You want those safeties to step forward like that. Okay. Almost had him. Almost had him. And this is how you do good run defense, guys. Just know your opponent. Know how he plays. Right there. Right there. Able to get back there, hold 65 off, let somebody else come in there. What you gonna do? Please be an inside zone. Okay. Okay. Alright. Kinda got something right there. Kinda got something right there. That's cool. That's cool. It happened. It happened. It happens, but then that happens. Let's get into the pass defense, guys. So, we'll just let this play run, and we'll see how this defense plays. Okay? As you see, you have that route is open. The linebacker is not there quick enough to make that play. Okay, so we'll say, hey, we'll use that. We'll use that. We'll use that. Take that away. Then you have the flat route that's open. Okay? Hey, man, we'll take that away. We'll use that route. We'll man this guy up. Okay? Man this guy up. And we'll use that route. We'll take that away. Alright? Okay. And for some reason he didn't man him up good, but he still got it off. Okay, so we need to do something to stop these plays. First thing, we'll just play underneath. We'll play underneath. And we won't use her. We play underneath. That route is open. Okay? The other route is taken away. Those other two routes are taken away. We just play underneath. You see we play underneath? Let's just play underneath. Okay? Route's taken away. That route is open. What do we do now? Every other route is covered. How about we play underneath and shade to the inside? Shade to the inside. Let's see how that plays. How does that play? We just did two different things. Okay, all right. Hey, I'll take that's good coverage. Let's play underneath, shade to the inside. Let's see what they do. See what they do. Locked up. Locked up. Play underneath, shade to the inside. See what you do. What you do. What you do. What you do. You're running, throwing the ball away to the quarterback. That's what happens when you shade your defense, okay? Shade zone defense as well. Don't just put underneaths on the field, but get into the lab. Know how your defense plays if you shade it certain ways, okay? Let's just go through these progressions. He was hitting that tight end first. We have that pretty much covered. Pretty much covered. Andrews is not doing nothing. If he throws this, that's a pick. That's a pick. That outside route that he was hitting before, look at that. We're in front. He should be throwing to us. We're open more than that tight end is open. And then let's look at these. This little table route, covered. Derrick Henry is not doing anything. Derrick Henry can't truck somebody and pick up like 26 yards. But let's look at these other routes he was hitting. We shaded to the inside. Look at that coverage. Look at that coverage. He's there. He's there. He throws that ball, we're going to react to that. We're going to react to that. Over here, this other route, pretty much covered. Done, done, done. Okay? Play underneath, shade to the inside. That's it. That's all we did. We didn't even pass commit yet. We didn't even pass commit. Just locked up. Locked the field up. Locked up, guys. Now I'll show you something. If we add that press into it, play underneath, shade to the inside, and pass commit, and QB contain, now this defense is unstoppable. I'm telling you, the defense is unstoppable. Unstoppable, guys. Come on. Press it. Play underneath. Shade to the inside. QB contain. Then we add that user. Add the user to it too. Oh. Gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love it. Press. Play underneath. Shade to the inside. QB contain. Add the user. Pass commit. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you... Okay? Hey, you can do that. You can do that. Come on. Come on. Yep. Gotcha. I love it, guys. Utilize those tips when you're playing and your opponent is killing you with certain routes. Whatever defense you're in, practice shading differently. If I'm playing man defense and they're doing corner routes to the outside, I'm going to shade to the outside. Get my defender in between that receiver and that silent. If they're doing drag routes, pick any type of zone defense. Put hard flats on the field. Your hook zones, your 3 recs, they'll play underneath. Okay, when you're using, if they're playing underneath, you know you need to go play up top. Okay, we'll get into how to use her after we break down another passing play. Let's do this one more time. I think I did something different here, so we might get something open, but let's see. Nope, nothing's open. Nothing's open. Now this is a 3 wide receiver set where you can easily beat cover 4 with that slot receiver if he's on a streak. Okay, we'll show it a few times. I'll show you how you can adjust your defense to guard these routes. Okay, you can just hit that all day in a cover 4 match defense. But if we just play underneath, it does something. Look at the way they play this receiver now. Look, now that's the computer throwing that. A person might still throw that. Okay, they might still throw that. Okay, we'll pass commit this time, but we played underneath, shaded underneath. Look at this. Look at the way it plays. He's going, quarterback is going somewhere else, but we have that underneath coverage, okay, where he's guarding that underneath route. But that other route is gone. It is gone. It is locked up just by playing underneath. Now before, that route was wide open each time. As you see right there, the underneath route that they were going to go to is locked up. He throws this pass. We have Jalen Johnson either going to play this one or this one. Okay? This right here, this is pretty much locked up. He can throw that pass. He's either going to get picked by him or he's going to get hit by him. Everything is locked up. What about this flat route over here? Derrick Henry. Like I said, he can truck somebody and pick up 36 yards, but he'll have to truck them. Okay? He decides to try to run because everything is locked up. Just by shading underneath. I'll show you what we can do also. We also can shade underneath, shade to the inside, spread those linebackers, and then add the user. We're playing underneath, so I'm going to be playing back here. I already got my 3-rec hook playing underneath. I don't really need to pay attention to that, okay? Then set my defense up, QB contain. See how this plays. Okay. All right. I'm good. We are good. Okay. Let's play to the inside, play underneath, spread those linebackers. And this time, we'll get into the little user. When he throws that ball, if he does, he's not throwing it. He's not throwing it. He'll smack you in your face. If you throw that ball, you click on and hold triangle. Hold triangle. Don't spam it. Just hold it. Okay? Just hold it. Got my defense set up. QB contained. Pass commit. Let me get back here. Hold it. Hold it. Click on and hold triangle. Don't spam it. Don't press it repeatedly. Just click on and hold it, guys. Play to the inside, play underneath, spread those linebackers, and we can even press. When you do press, sometimes I like to show blitz just to make sure that cornerback lines up over that receiver. If you just press and you in base align, you see how this cornerback is right here? They can do a streak to number 4 and pass lead that towards the outside. That'll be a touchdown. But I like to do show blitz, and sometimes he'll be right there. Okay, we play to the inside. We got our hard flats on the field, hopefully. Yep. And we just go back here, and we go back because our guy. Okay, you're gonna get hit. If you get that pass off, you're gonna get hit. We're just flicking on and immediately holding triangle and getting that pick, guys. Let's get into how to stop mobile quarterbacks. Now let's look at a tip on how to stop mobile quarterbacks, okay? We'll just call this play and we'll let this quarterback do what he wants to do. When you're playing Lamar Jackson, you got that field locked up, they'll start running around. Sometimes they'll slip and make tackles. Let's just lock this up real quick. And I'll show you how you can stop mobile quarterbacks. See right here, field is locked up. Lamar Jackson can break that tackle and pick up a lot of yards. We'll see right here. Can do this. And usually, typically, once you have the field locked up, if that quarterback sees a lane, he'll pick up a lot of yards, especially if you're playing these mobile quarterbacks. Okay? What I usually do is I'll lock the field up like we're about to do right here. And I'll put this guy in the spy. Okay, and I'll QB contain and I'll pass to him. And then I'll just let the computer take over. I'll be on this defensive lineman, Dexter Sr. Field is locked up. Soon as he starts to run, I click in on that R3 toggle, on the right toggle switch, okay? Put that one in the spy. I usually put the one in the spy that is not in a blitz, or you can put any one you want. If you do, and you take away a zone or something, you have to make sure that guy has, if you took his spy, you took his zone, you got to go cover that down, okay? And you see, they won't go anywhere. They won't go anywhere, man. Got that spy out there. You just to sit and wait. Wait. As soon as you start to run, I'm clicking in on that R3 toggle. You're not going to get far. I don't care who you are. And usually, typically, another thing you can do is spread your D-line. Okay? Spread your D-line. You can do the same thing we did before. You can see how these contains play better. Spread that D-line. Get those guys on the outside. Yep. He's definitely not running there. You're not going nowhere. Okay. It's just a really good way. Get that D-line to spread out there. Really good way to eliminate those QB scrambles. When you lock that field up, look at that. Look at that. Look at that defense, guys. And this is the computer. I'm not controlling that guy. I'm not like these YouTubers that do it with two controllers. I show you what works against the computer, man. I let the computer decide where he wants to throw. If he's throwing picks, that's because my defense is good. My defense is good. I might have messed something up talking there. Let's see. Nope. Smack you in your face, guys. Okay, now, the next tip, we'll go over Redzone Defense, and I'll give you a 2-for-1. I'm going to show you how to use her and how I use her. You don't have to use it that way, but this way works best for me, okay? When we're running Redzone Defense, at the 20-yard line to the 1 is where you have your red zone for your opponent. I always do my zone drops if I'm within the red zone between the 20-yard line and the actual 4-yard line. I do zone drops, okay? At the 20-yard line, I drop my zones, my flat zones to 20. At the 10-yard line, I mean at 15, I drop them to 15. At the 10, I drop them to 10. And then at the between the 10 and the 5, I drop them to about 5 yards. Okay, once I get at the 5 and below, really 4 and below, I run a different defense. I run a man defense up there. I don't run the zone defense. But once we do that, I broke down a video on how to run the great red zone defense, which I'm about to show you guys right here in the formation dime 236 Sam. We're going to be utilizing a double safety go, and then we're going to be audibling to the cover 4. Make sure you substitute fast safeties in at those linebacker positions in the middle of the field. So we'll go up against random medium passes. Okay. Now we're in the double safety go. We have our zone drops drop to 20. We'll audible to that cover 4. We'll put those flat zones on the field. They'll play that flat route, and if not, they'll drop back 20 yards. Okay, right at the goal line. We'll pass commit and we'll QB contain. Then I utilize this safety right here. Okay, the field is pretty much locked up. They'll just have little underneath routes. They won't be able to get into that end zone as long as you play disciplined defense. I'll fake blitz with this linebacker that I'm in control, and then I'll go into coverage and cover my area. Okay, fake blitz, go into my area. You can pick up those 1 or 2 yards every time. Every time. They're not going to be able to get over the top and score touchdowns. Just make sure you QB contain. Okay, right here. And we're doing random medium passes. So their first read is that low read. That's probably their last read, but as you see, they're not getting much. You're not going to be able to pass in there. Come on, throw it. Okay, and then, like I said, click on and hold triangle. Click on and immediately hold triangle, and you will get the pick. If you just press it multiple times, you won't get it, guys. It's a really, really good defense. You know, you have these little bitty chunk yards that you have to get. If they're at a 4th or a 3rd and 15, they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. You saw what happened when they did go back there. Okay. Yeah. Not happening. Not happening today. As soon as they get the ball, we're right on you. We're right on you. And you just run this defense just like that. Make sure you QB contain. Fake blitz, occupy. Okay. Oh, give me that. Give me that. And then the way I use her, I go into coverage after I fake blitz, if I'm fake blitzing. And then when that ball is coming towards me, I just hold triangle. Okay? Right here. I fake blitz. I went into coverage trying to cover my area. But then I saw that he was probably going to Kelsey, or I was looking at that receiver coming across the field, going to start covering him. But he's going to Kelsey. I am clicking. I'm already controlling this guy. I start to hold triangle. I'm holding triangle, and that's the way you get the pick. Okay? Really, really good defense. Let's see what we got here. What you doing, player? What you doing, player? You want to get these little measly yards? You can have that. You can have that. You can have that. And you don't have to pass commit. You can if you know they're passing. If they're running the ball, you need to get in a different defense. I do show you how to stop the run out of this defense. Make sure you watch that video. But it's not a real good defense to stop the run. It's really good against the pass. Hit that middle. I should have stayed in the middle. I should have stayed in the middle, man. We would have definitely had a pick. We would have definitely had a pick. Okay. As you see, red zone defense is good. They only went to the end zone one time. We'll do random deep passes just to show you that it works good. Okay, this is at the 10-yard line. We have our zone drop set to 10. I will pitch my line and my defense. Okay, I put that spy on the field, and then I'll set my defense up. I'll have that nose tackle as a spy because we will lock the field up better with just 10 yards. Okay, so when it's locked up, we send that spy. Send that spy, dude. Send that spy. You can lose yards right there. He lost yards. All right. Let's spy on the field. Here we go. Believe me, this field will be locked. It will be locked. It will be locked. Nothing you can do, bro. Rollouts? No. And we're pinching the D-line and those linebackers. Okay, pass commit because we know he's passing. Okay, nope. We have people out there. If he does get that ball off, I really should have picked that one off, but once they do catch the ball, you ready to do those hit sticks. Where you going? Where you going? We got that lineman on you. The lineman's on you. I didn't like when he got those yards, though. Yeah. Now, when they come out in a goal line offense, when they're trying to pound that rock, or if they pass, I still call this defense. I utilize this between the 5 and the actual 1 yard line. Okay? Whenever I do this, you can just keep it the way it is. Okay? But if you think they're doing a QB sneak, I would crash my D-line to the right. Okay? Crash your D-line to the right, play underneath, and then QB contain. Okay? That's it. That's all I do. Works really good against the run. And when they do pass out of this goal line package, it works really good against the pass. Sometimes you gotta do it twice because it doesn't register, but works really good. Just the QB sneak doesn't work that good against the QB sneak. But you'll be getting stops. It's really, really nice. We're there to smack you. You almost got in there. You almost got in there. Again, point of attack, slant your D-line to the right. Excuse me. Man, I didn't finish setting up my defense. I didn't finish setting up my defense, man. Give me a break. I was coughing. Slant that D-line to the right. Play underneath. QB contain. That's it. That's it. One more time, and then we'll get into how to properly use it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And that's what will happen in the game. Get off me, Patrick. 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 I shouldn't have kept swerving. Now, how to properly use her. First, set your pass defense up. Okay, we set our pass defense up. Then I utilize a blitzing person. If not, you can utilize a zone person or a person that's not in zone. But notice that you have to pay attention. If your person has a zone assignment, you have to pay attention to his assignment. You can't take him out of his assignment. If you do, you'll open up the field for more stuff. That's why I like to use blitzing defenders, because they have only one assignment. So if I want to run around, I don't mess with any other zones. I don't leave any other open spots. Okay? Once I do use her, my initial start, I do not hold turbo. I only hold turbo when I'm running to catch up a route or stay with the receiver. And if the ball is thrown, I immediately press and hold triangle. And I just keep running with that defender. Okay? So we got our pass defense. I'm holding turbo. Press and hold triangle. We missed it, but that's how you use her. Okay, guys? We'll do it again. Set our pass defense up. Spread our linebacker this time just to do something different. Okay. Got this coming right here. Holding turbo, holding turbo. Yeah. Locked it up. Locked it up. Locked it up. Okay. Now, this time we'll set our pass defense up and we'll set that spy. Set that spy. So if that quarterback if we do lock the field up, Quarterback won't be able to go anywhere. Okay. All right. We were able to get it that time. We were able to get it that time. That's how we use her, man. That's how you use her, depending on what it is. We'll pick another play. Let's do this. Is a way I use her, and I pass off. Okay. I'll pass off this receiver. Okay. Receiver's coming across. I know he's going over there. I see coverage over there. I go back to the middle of the field, and I look for other routes developing. I don't need to chase that guy all the way over there. I have cornerbacks and safeties over there to take care of that. I just need to cover initially right there. I have cornerbacks and safeties over there that he's not going to be able to get that. You don't need to use her all the way over there. But I'm holding turbo, running with him, pass him off, let go of turbo, go into another coverage, go into another coverage, go back to your initial coverage, okay? Okay guys, now how to blitz. You only blitz when your opponent is on his 3rd down or 4th down. And then if they only have more than 7 yards to go. If they have 7 or less yards to go, I don't blitz. I probably blitz about 3 or 4 times throughout the game, maybe once or twice a quarter, okay? Usually at the end of the quarter. I don't start the game off with the blitz, because if you start it off with the blitz, your opponent will know and eventually figure out how to block that blitz. And then when you need it, you won't be able to use it. Okay? We'll go over 2-man blitzes and 1 zone blitz for you guys. Again, keys. Don't blitz unless it's 3rd down. Don't blitz unless they have 7+ yards to go. And don't use your blitz a lot. Maybe once or twice a quarter. Okay? Preferably at the end of the quarter when you need a stop. Okay, the first blitz is that same outside linebacker blitz that we were using in the red zone. I call that, and then I just play over top, and I QB contain. You don't even have to pass commit. I usually use the running back, the guy guarding the running back, and I'll just pay attention where that running back is going, and I'll cover him. Okay, play over top, QB contain, and that's it. You don't have to pass commit, but it's a really good blitz. You'll get sacks. Just make sure you play over top and pass commit. And I'm using that running back. You always got to stay with the running back no matter where he goes. We'll do it one more time, and then we'll get into the next one. We'll pass commit this time, just for giggles. Okay? Really nice blitz. Really easy, quick setup. Play over top, QB contain. If you don't use that guy, make sure whoever you're using, you're paying attention to their assignment. Okay? And this is the pinch buck O out of the 3-4 With this one, I press, play over top, QB contain. Okay? The only thing I do different in this one is I press, and that's it. Okay? But this is a really nice blitz too. Your coverage is decent. Okay, depending if they come out in the 5 wide, you can still run this blitz, but notice you will have linebackers covering receivers, so you have to be careful. Okay, press, play over top, QB contain. That's it. Use that running back. If he goes out, you got to stick with him. You got to stick with him. Okay, really nice man blitzes. If you're like me and you play a lot of zone, when you send the blitz, it's best, because they'll be expecting you to do a zone type defense, but then you have that blitz coming in, and it's a man defense. So that's another reason why you should only do this sparingly, because you can really catch your opponent off guard, guys. Next, we'll go over the nice zone blitz we have. Zone blitz, I keep my auto alignment to base, and my cornerback matchups balanced, and my option defense to conservative. I use the overload 3-seam press, okay, out of the dime 2-3-6, and we're going to do this little double in. The only thing I do is I spread my linebackers. You'll know you did it right because that defensive end will go down in his 3-point stance. Then I just pass commit. Okay, and that's all you got to do. Sometimes I hover and hover and occupy the guard. I'll show you. But it's a really good blitz. Right here. Sometimes I'll get this guy right here and I'll go here and I'll just occupy something and go into coverage and do that. It's really a really good blitz. Again, only run it when you need to. Don't run it a lot. It is a cover 3, so you have to guard those seam routes. And you'll get a lot of picks this way. You'll get a lot of picks. Get a lot of picks. A lot of picks. Smack you in your face. Those are the blitzes, guys.